Yo, what's up, and welcome to PrevailPrevail.com. I'm your host with the most, Prevail, and yo, I'm here with my homeboy Mark Brand. What up, Mark?
What's good, my dude?
Chillin', brother.
Nice to
Yo,
see you.
you too.
As
Yo,
always.
I'm mega hype on this interview, not only because Mark's one of the most hustling movers and shakers in all of the world, but also someone that I hugely respect that has a great diaspora and a great business sense and the business plans and the way he puts things together. I'm telling you, man, when we start talking, you guys are going to see the genius. So,
Good luck.
word. Mark, I'm going to lead with a quote. Yours is from Virgil,
Okay.
who once said, and I think here, they didn't give me the precursor to the quote, but I kind of seem to think he's talking about people that are motivated.
All right.
Where he says, "To these success gives heart. They can because they think they can." Really one of those, you put your mind to it, you can succeed and achieve.
Right.
And the back of your business card reads like most people's life accolades, spread out. So talk about business. How did you get into it?
Got into business really out of my own stubborn brain. So I've always wanted to understand how things could go better or work better. I have a very curious mind in it. So working for other people, you want to be the best at your job that you can be.
Sure.
But in that, I became a real pain in the ass because I would start to dissect their businesses. Like, well, what about this? And could we be doing X, Y, and Z? People don't like to be told how to run their own business still. And so I decided that it was time for me to do my own thing. And what was that going to look like? Well, I did what I was best at the time, which was open a restaurant.
Okay.
And started my hustle there. And from that, worked with people that I adore, my best friends, to open up other venues and other avenues for us. With Alex Yuso, Rec, one of Canada's finest. We opened up Sharks and Hammers coming into 4.5 years.
Wow.
Hard to believe this year. Street lines like East Van with
Yep.
Word, great kid, great hustler in of himself, and continued to blossom out, right? We're at 13 cost centers and 9 businesses in a 6-year span. It just went bang, Once you start to understand the hustle and the model is there and you know how to make money make sense,
Sure.
you go for it.
No doubt.
Yeah.
And so F&B, hospitality
Yeah.
industry, and all the way to retail. It's a pretty big bridge, and not a lot of people try to traverse those kind of waters.
Sure.
So the interest level all over the place.
Yeah, man, for me, I like a lot of things. We all have hobbies, we all have interests, and a great quote from one of my GMs at Bonita Restaurant, named after my mom. He said to me, hey, one of the clients who comes in, saw your paper, and she said, does Mark have any hobbies? And he's a friend of mine, Simon, as well, and he's been working with me for 3 years. I said, he does. He has Sea Monster, he has his gallery, he has sharks, et cetera, because I don't have any hobbies in particular. I don't make model planes. I don't like to go yachting. I like to fish, but only if it's served at my restaurant. So I focus my energies and my passions on the different businesses, and it creates an incredible balance, which is what people don't look at. The entrepreneur is balanced by their different interests.
No doubt.
So for me, playing with Alex and doing designs and having fun at Sharks, that's having fun.
No doubt.
It's a business at the end of the day. We look at the bottom line, but it keeps me inspired, it keeps me motivated. I might find a solution at Sea Monster that I'll then apply to our social programs at Save On. So you're constantly learning and evolving and never ignoring the signs. You see a lot of things as you're moving, so you got to recognize those.
And communal cues, because for one of the things that we always listen to in Swollen is the feedback from the fans.
Yeah.
Hey, we like this song better than the last one, or we don't like, whatever the feedback is. You have to listen to those cues. You guys are the whole company is so communally driven, so many great social programs giving back. Heard you and Marky talking about Shift. What's going on there?
So we do, from Save On Meats, it started as an enterprise that's social. That's how I described it, not a social enterprise.
Okay.
I was wrong. It started as a diner that was going to service the community, a sandwich window that was going to service the community, a butcher that was going to do that. But also behind it had to be a baseline model that made money so it could all stay and keep this Vancouver icon alive. I work with and incubate over 24 social enterprises.
Okay.
So small
Wow.
ones like Shift that does green delivery on bikes, we work with them, they're great. But then I'll work all the way up to, I work with the Salvation Army, or I work with UGM, the Union Gospel Mission, and then we'll work with Potluck Cafe, who's 6-7 employees. So we keep our purview broad and make sure that, because I learned so many things from each of them that we then implement. Shift delivers 547 meals a day for me.
Wow.
To 8
Congratulations.
SROs. Thanks, man. And those are going to people who are in transition, in need, and hopefully they get inspired by the story, and then they come and do work with us. We have 18 barrier employees at Save On, and to define that, it's people with mental challenges and disabilities, people who are rehabilitating, and then people who just need that next step. People who've been locked up and nobody will hire them, and we work with those programs every day, man.
Amazing.
It's a lot of fun.
Yo, man, you inspire me, bro. It's awesome. I think you're doing amazing things, and you're helping Vancouver become a bigger, more mature, grown-up metropolitan city. So
You and I
thank
are growing
you.
up. The
No
city
doubt.
gotta grow up too.
No
you know?
doubt. No doubt. Word. Yo, you see my man Mark Brand on the street? Just walk up to him and give him a high five and say thank you, man. I don't know what more I can say. We're out of here, live from the port side. Prevail for PrevailPrevail.com. My man Mark Brand. Thank you so much, y'all. Peace.
One love.